Hey, did you subscribe to my channel yet? It'd be a lot cooler if you did. Hey, and welcome, good people of YouTube, to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name's Danielle. So let's sit back, relax, and get cozy and talk about one of the best things of winter time if you live in a cold climate. Sweaters, you guys. They can be a BOLO. If you haven't thought to look up any comps on sweaters, it's a really good idea. I hope that the next time that you go thrifting, if you're in a cold climate area, you check out the sweaters, because I believe that they are a sleeper BOLO. I believe that a lot of people probably walk by them. A lot of resellers probably don't know that they should pick up vintage sweaters. Vintage sweaters can bring very, very good money, and I'm going to show you the one that I picked up yesterday. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren sweater. I'm going to take it up to the camera so that you can see. It's a blend. It's wool, nylon, and silk, and it has the old 90s tag on it. It's got a really cool pattern. Not as cool as some of the ones that sell for a great deal of money on eBay. I also picked up this Neiman Marcus sweater. I picked it up because of the pattern. It was really cool. It has deer and whatever that is. So I'm going to put in the screen up here a few sweaters, and I really hope that you guys come across some of these in your treasure hunting. I'm going to start out with this Native American Indian head sweater, and it sold for $1,300, you guys. This was made in 1994. Really big, bright graphics on this, or big, large graphics on this. Can't miss it. If you flip through the sweaters at a thrift store and you see that, you will know it. These big graphics, they just command people's attention. So these Polo Ralph Lauren sweaters, you know, they're very expensive, and they've kind of been made a pop culture piece, you know, to wear. This next one that I'm going to show you is a grandpa bear, and it's from 1992, and it sold for $918. Different characters of bears. So the next one that I'm going to put up in the screen is a ski snowy winter scene, and it sold for $650. This one is really cool. Just, you know, has a lot going on, and like I said, these things are just, they're attention getters. Okay, this next one is a polo player bear. So he's actually playing polo on a Ralph Lauren polo sweater. That sold for $599. They accepted a best offer. And it looks like the next one that's going to come up is a Christmas reindeer sweater, and this was a $599 best offer accepted. I mean, who is going to resist picking up a sweater at the Goodwill for $6.99? $6.99 is what they cost here in Kentucky. I don't know what sweaters across the country cost at thrift stores, but I'm going to just keep rolling these in the screen because there's so many examples that are really cool. And you know, I didn't always know about Ralph Lauren polo sweaters, so maybe you already know. I'm not sure. Maybe this video isn't for you if you know all about sweaters. So the next sweater brand that I want to talk to you about is Coogie. Coogie's an Australian-made company, and it's also a pop culture sweater, as I call them. They've been made famous by Notorious B.I.G. in the past, Snoop Dogg, and many other celebrities, such as I know Conor McGregor had worn one in the more recent years, but I'm just going to keep popping those up on the screen because they come in such variety and such color, you know, anywhere from pastel to warm to bright and just bold. Really, anywhere from $800 to $100 or even $50. If you find a Coogie lookalike, I would not hesitate to buy a Coogie lookalike. If you find a Coogie lookalike, ugh, that's a mouthful. I have sold one in the past, and it sold, I think, for like $55, $65, And like I said, it was not a Coogie brand, but it was a maker that made sweaters in that same style. And it still did well for me picking it up for a couple bucks.
This sweater bolo was sent to me by my good friend Andrea. We've known each other for years, and she sold this sweater for $65. So check this bolo out in the screen.
So another sweater bolo that you should be watching out for is Pendleton. Pendleton is known for making blankets. There's also a sweater out there that you need to look for from Pendleton. This sweater was made famous in the movie Big Lebowski with Jeff Bridges, the dude. If you've not seen The Big Lebowski, you need to watch it at least one time. It was a funny, hilarious movie about a bad case of mistaken identity, and the sweater, Pendleton sweaters, will forever be sought after, I think, as long as people know what The Big Lebowski movie is. Okay, take two. My battery died, and I replaced my battery, came down here, got back in the same spot that I was filming, and I filmed for like 10 more minutes. And when I hit the button, it says start filming. So I'm like, what? I didn't even get any of that 10 minutes that I just talked. Okay, I guess we'll do this again. It just feels like a Mr. Bean episode or something. It's like, oh my gosh, what else can go wrong? So I had left off showing you guys different sweaters from the movie Big Lebowski that Jeff Bridges, the dude, wore, and how valuable that they've become because people seek them out because they want to be like the dude and look like Jeff Bridges. But be sure you're not slipping by the sweaters when you go to the thrift. Make sure you stop and at least thumb through them. So I just want to thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit and talking about sweaters. Guys, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video and if you learned something from this video. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I would love it if you did. I would also love if you subscribe to my channel too, if you haven't already. That's it for this video, and I will see you at the next one.